How secure are undersea internet cables from data interception? Imagine a vast network of fiber-optic threads stretching across the ocean floor, carrying most of the world's internet traffic. These are undersea internet cables, vital for global connectivity. They are like the hidden highways of the internet, connecting continents and countries. But how safe are these cables from being tapped or intercepted? That's what we're here to find out. First, these cables are physically exposed on the ocean floor and near coastlines, making them vulnerable. They can be accidentally damaged by fishing nets, ship anchors, or natural events like earthquakes. Every year, about 100 to 150 cables suffer damage this way. But intentional sabotage is also a concern, especially in sensitive regions like the South China Sea or the Red Sea. Some vessels linked to certain countries have been suspected of cutting or tampering with cables to disrupt or spy on data. Intercepting data from these cables is not simple. They use fiber-optic technology, which transmits data as light signals inside thin glass strands. Tapping into fiber-optic cables is much harder than older copper cables, but it is still possible. Intelligence agencies or hackers with enough skill and resources can physically access the cables or the landing stations where the cables connect to LAN networks. Once they have access, they can divert or copy the signals. However, most modern cables and landing stations use encryption to scramble the data, making it unreadable without the right keys. This encryption greatly reduces the chance of someone reading intercepted data. Landing stations are crucial points where the cables come ashore and connect to land-based networks. These stations are protected, but they can be targeted by cyberattacks. Hackers might try to inject malware or reroute data through malicious pathways. If they succeed, they can intercept or manipulate data without physically damaging the cable itself. The control systems managing these cables are often centralized, which can be a weak spot if they are compromised. Geopolitical factors also influence the security of undersea cables. Some governments want control over these routes to monitor or influence internet traffic. They may try to control or reroute cables to gain strategic advantages. Countries are working to diversify cable routes and strengthen the physical and cyber defenses around these critical links. Overall, undersea internet cables are quite secure thanks to encryption and the technical difficulty of tapping fiber optics. But they are not invulnerable. Physical damage, cyberattacks on landing stations, and geopolitical interference all pose risks. Protecting these cables requires ongoing efforts, including diversifying routes, securing landing stations, and monitoring for threats. Understanding these factors helps us see how the internet's backbone stays connected and protected, even across the deepest oceans.